Welcome to the Halo Rec League. It is playoffs action. We are here. It is Contender Mixed. And actually, this is going to be our losers round one. This is elimination in playoffs as of right now. We had 4 teams to start off with. We're down to the lower bracket. Both of these teams have lost in their opening matchups, and they are here fighting for their survival in the remaining of their season. So we are going to have Graphite and Loud Whine going at it today. I'm joined with Queso. Hope you're having a good night. It was a little late start, but hey, we got here eventually.
Yeah, it's not the Halo Rec League without a couple technical issues, so it's just part of the norm at this point. We just keep grinding, keep the passion alive here, and as I'm yapping, Graphite quickly start scoring this start scoring first on the Strongholds live fire. For a second, I was like thinking this is a King of the Hill, but no, this is Strongholds on live fire. That camo has already been grabbed. I wasn't able to see who grabbed that, but right now, just Graphite doing a good job of slaying out Loud Whine and just absorbing the pushes that they try to create off spawn.
Yep, you are going to see, it's going to be the side of Loud Whine coming in through garage here, so they are going to be set up with this push over here towards B. The nade will go out. They're going to be contested here on B as well, but a lot of players from Graphite are going to be circling around here. Fear the Quaffio going to be up, but you're going to have a player coming in from the back. I believe that was Jojo the Don, who's subbing in for the side of Graphite here, and I believe had the camo as well. I think I saw like a little glimmer of it right as it faded away there. But the sniper will be in the hands of Quaffio here. Gonna be working around the backside, and they're gonna look to secure A here. They do lose C, but with B still in their possession, they still have that, advantage here. Is gonna spot these players pushing their way over towards B as well. So a few rotations as well as Translocator in Raggedy Muffin's hands. So, a few things to work with here right now if you're the side of Loud Whine.
Yeah, and right now I think due to the delay, it was about a 30-minute delay from when this lobby was supposed to start, as Loud Whine are trying not to go down 4 members. Rasta Monkey trying to stay alive at big door while their teammate respawns. And that's kind of just my point. Just it's going to be a little bit of a warm-up game for both teams, right? I think we saw Rasta Monkey try to get some nice slays with that individual talent, but it's really going to be all about those team pushes and playing with your teammate. Right there, we saw both players in that engagement kind of whiff a couple shots, but it just was tricky with the luck at the end of it to get that dot onto the head and get the slay. Casual again, almost dying, does because of some crazy nades and a call out. Camo just comes up, so all of these teams, both of these teams, excuse me, are just having a hard time finding a foothold and really depending on their individual talent to shine. But what I'm trying to say is the key to the recipe to success in this game is all about playing together, playing with the teammate. Right there, we saw 2 members from Blue just go and grab that camo and immediately do some damage on the map. Maybe didn't get the slay, but still utilize that teamwork to be a bit of a pest.
Yeah, but you're going to see, the score is still kept very close. Loud Whine here is going to be able to reset B, so they are going to have this advantage. I believe there's a sniper rifle in hand as well, and right as I said that, well, the sniper's gone. It's going to be a double kill for Jojo here, who does have that camo as well. Looking to make it 3 potentially, but that player ends up dying before that, and is looking to make a presence move here over towards B, and they are going to be on C as well, so both spots currently on their way over to the side of Graphite. Loud Whine trying to recover here and is going to be able to pick up A, but they are currently suffering under a triple cap right now. As you can see, A will finally get turned over, but that is going to be a little bit of a boost for the side of Graphite here. They are going to maintain that BC control, and the threat of that sniper rifle in the open lane is going to be pretty big as, well, I'm going to say pretty big, and Jojo just kind of gets absolutely just ego chowed basically by 2 players and is going to go down. So the sniper is going to be down on the ground, not available. Quaffio coming around, try to pick up B side here and will pick up Casual, so that will be B. Was going to say captured again, but it is going to get reset, and that means that Loud Whine is going to maintain control of the 2 points here, and they're going to go 10 points up and trying to stretch that up a little more.
Yeah, last night in 8s, I was playing against some really good players, and they were just eviscerating me, and I realized that even if I'm a high plat or low diamond, I'm thinking, okay, how many times am I pushing a situation out alone? And I think that's really what's costing Graphite right now. Right now we're seeing teammates try to take space on the map together, but it's just not working, and Loud Whine are always just pushing in pairs and making Graphite go 1 down and then taking advantage of the teammate that is weak and called out and just getting the pick. So Graphite just being a little too easy, dropping on the map and giving the enemy team those slays, and Loud Whine just taking advantage of mistakes and Honestly, I know I say this a lot at this level, but it's all about just making the least amount of mistakes. When I was competing at this level, I was always thinking to myself, okay, let's make the least amount of mistakes possible on this map, play simple Halo, and it'll take us a long way. As we see Fear grab that camo, this should be a foothold for Graphite that they've been needing for like the last minute or so.
Yeah, we are going to say, I mean, that lead has stretched as well, and, you know, like, Graphite had a pretty strong start early on, and Quafu does not get away with that camo as well, trying to hide in the corner, is not able to succeed. The contest will come through, B is going to be flipped over to Graphite, but just as fast as it's flipped, you can see that Loud Whine is already on top of that point and trying to convert it again as well. Jojo is going to get into a fight, and J Rizzle gets the nice perfect there. B will get reset here. And, you know, J Rizzle knows there's somebody here and is going to just dodge out of the way. Maybe last long enough to survive. Won't do so. So this is going to be, you know, Graphite putting their first points on the board in, you know, a couple minutes now here. I was able to pick up some. The reversal comes through and, you know, Rasta doing a lot here. Not able to make it work. And J Rizzle's up to 16 kills as well. Quafu at the same. 16 apiece. So both of these players are turning up right now. Basically when it matters most. Their playoff lives are on the line. And you know that they want these very badly to maintain and stay alive really in playoffs, because we still got a couple more weeks of playoffs to go. Chumps is in 2 weeks. You know, everyone's basically looking for that right now. So we're going to see where they go next with this. And, you know, BC again with Loud Whine.
Yeah, and I would like to mention that both teams here have very experienced players in the Halo Rec League ranks right there. As we see the sniper from I'm Just Casual barely graze the head or barely miss the head of the team in blue. So even though Casual wasn't able to get the damage, they're just holding the enemy team away. But saying that name, I'm Just Casual, how many times have I been in this booth with you, Shio, and have said this specific name and said that they find the slay against the opponent? So I'd love to see Casual stepping in for another season of HRL and trying to make a statement in the playoffs. I know whenever I faced them, they were a very, very tough fight, and right now they're giving Graphite a battle alongside Raggedy Muffin, J Rizzle, and Rasta Monkey Jr. So it's not just individual effort, it's a collective team effort, and right now that experience from the duo Casual and Rasta Monkey just shining through.
No, absolutely. I mean, they've been mainstays in the Rec League for a long time now. They've been around for a number of seasons. Got to meet them in person in Seattle as well. Great guys. Love to finally be able to meet them and meet more of the community members, really. And they've, you know, been mainstays. They've been here in every season basically for the past, I mean, I think like season 5. So they've been here at least, you know, 7, 8 seasons, making this push into playoffs. So once again, it's not a new stage for them, that's for sure here. And right now, this Contender Mixed team from Loud Whine is really showing up. That's 4 dead on the side of Graphite here. And that is going to be a potential trip cap right now. They're going to give up A, but CB go their way. And the lead is now up to nearly 100 points here. So Loud Whine kind of running away with this right now. And Graphite, you know, you maybe not hit the panic button just yet, but you're definitely hovering it.
Yeah, this is not a good feeling to start off the map. You have a sub come in and you already know that you're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage in playoffs just because the other team is not playing with a sub, and they're with their 4-stack that have been together for an entire season right now. So look for Graphite to potentially gain their momentum later in the series once they really get to know you know, each other's play styles a little better. But right now they're grabbing that foothold and probably saying in the comms, let's play simple Halo. AB here, we know what to do. This is fundamental stuff, and they should be able to take advantage of it. Unfortunately, Loud Whine does squeeze through enemy lines and continues to create chaos. J Rizzle and I'm Just Casual just eviscerate the enemies in that B hole, and just with that, it's going to be 200 points for the team in red.
Yeah, we're going to see. I mean, yeah, it is over 200. And yeah, the panic button definitely getting slammed right now by Graphite. I mean, you can see the control. They're working their way here over towards B. And I think, you know, everyone's kind of distracted on the other side of the map right now. So this might be a chance for Graphite to pick this one up. The rotation, though, is coming in. You can see the team shots there from Loud Whine are able to pick up at least one. As Raggedy Muffins will go down here, so they're going to start scoring, but they have a long way to go. That's like 100 and something points that you got to be able to make up here. Big engagement here as JoJo's going to win that one on towards J Rizzle, but Quafio does go down, and Rizzle's not able to pick the second one up either. And the sniper in the hands of I'm Just Casual once again is going to be a problem. There's only 2 players left. It's going to be Barcode coming out of the garage, finds one on a Raggedy Muffins and just gets his head blown off. So, I mean, you're going to have... Oh, well, the translocator didn't really take you that far, unfortunately. Quafio goes down, and that's B once again in the hands of Loud Whine as they're on their way towards a potential victory here.
Yeah, and just like that, just out of nowhere, what seemed to be a great start from Graphite, Loud Whine were able just to lock in, you scoot in their chairs a little bit closer to that monitor, become one with the monitor, as they say. And right now, 235 to 140 is the score in this Strongholds live fire for map 1. And it would take a miracle, like we're kind of saying, for Graphite to bring this out. But I do want to give them their flowers, because on the slays, if we look at the actual slays both teams have, they're pretty even. It's just that point that I made earlier. It's not about that individual skill, it's about that collective team consciousness, right? That collective space you're taking up, and just your ability to not panic when the other team is putting a lot of pressure on you. And with that, the first map goes to the team in red, which is Loud Whine. What you thinking as we get loaded in here and we see Raggedy Muffin hit that OS?
I mean, right off the rip, you're gonna see, the push coming through, and the first blood will go to Rasta Monkey Jr. He's able to find it as well. Just a whole bunch of exchanges going down. We are now at 2 apiece here, as OS is gonna be hands of. I'm Just Casual is gonna have that available, and you don't really want to get into a 1v1 engagement with this OS right now. And you can see the nades are flying in. They're kind of chipping away at it right now, and is going to have the thrust to work with as well. OS is going to be gone, but it's going to be working for at least 1 kill. Gets immediately traded. That's 3 dead on either side. Everybody going down across the whole lobby, basically. And at the end of the day, it's going to be Trinky Dinking, who's going to be standing tall. 6-5 is going to be your lead for Graphite here to start things off. And, it's just people just everywhere across the map. You can see Coffee is going to find one. Raggedy Muffin is going to be paired up here, but they're going to be taking shots from all angles. There are shots coming in from every which way. Coffee, I don't know how he won that one. That was a big back-to-back and a Hail Mary nade from Barcode across the map. And everything went Loud Whine's way in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, a little bit of it's always crazy seeing that OS being grabbed here, and every single time that OS gets spawned into an Aquarius at this specific level, it's just pure chaos. It's unlike any other map in Halo, in my opinion, just because everybody kind of stops caring so much about their positioning and just wants to get that power item. So if you know how to play well in those situations, you can definitely do it. And right now, Graphite giving us a little bit of a shock. 13-7 with 10 minutes left, so a couple minutes being played here in this Slayer. And Graphite, it's all about game management now. They have a 7-kill lead, and they do not want to let this go to waste, because if they can tie up the series 1-1, that's gonna be massive for them. But if they go down 2-0 after having this 7-kill lead, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna sting, and that'll be massive. That'll be massive for Loud Whine. So let's just see, as both teams are just a little intimidated by one another. No one really wants to, be that first teammate to drop after those exchanges we saw. But right there, team in blue gets the team in red, and then it's right back for another trade. Trades on trades on trades, with somehow that lead still staying at 7 kills after about 40 seconds of yapping. Oh my god, it is just going to be a crazy methodical game with just a couple seconds of massive action happening. Now, I think it's just everybody just trying to get a foothold on the map. I do kind of want to mention that I think it's the first time we're seeing no thrusts. Well, that thrust being nerfed in Halo regularly, or at least it's my first time. Rasta Monkey with the nice BR shots into the yellow flag, gets the slay wearing the SSG skin. Fear the Quaffio takes out I'm Just Casual. Raggedy Muffin takes out Fear, and right now it's just that lead is being eviscerated by Loud Whine. And hoping we don't have any audio issues, but just making sure.
Nope, it was my mic did disconnect for a moment there, so apologies for that. I left you hanging a little bit there. But we are gonna have, Trinky's finally gonna get a kill on the board. It's their first kill in, nearly a minute here, because all the kills have been going the way of Loud Whine. They're finally gonna get some up here. But that 7-kill lead has disappeared now, right? And we're down to just 2 is the difference, which is going to be a bit of a problem here right now. But Trick is trying to make something happen with it. 2 players are going to go down, though, for Loud Whine. And that does mean this lead is going to be extended out a little bit just again. But you want the Loud Whine regroup, as Casual's going to find 2. But you want that regroup that they had, because, they were grouping up as like a 3 or 4 squad and running around as a team. You want to see more of that, because that's always going to give you a numbers advantage. And taking these 1v1 fights across the map are not really going out in their favor here. So that's going to be 3 dead, and the OS fight is going to be on here. as JoJo's going to get absolutely lit up, is going to have to retreat, and that means the OS is going to be in the hands of Jay Rizzo, who's currently leading the team in slays as well. So if you're the side of Graphite, this is not the guy you want to see coming at you glowing white, as he's just going to go right through a couple more players. Finally gets traded out, but 2 kills, absolutely worth it.
You got those double kill emojis in chat. Feel free to let them out. But I do want to shout out someone in chat, Gravlet, because I have a little bit of PTSD on this map against Casual and Rasta Monkey. So I do know that if Graphite keep them down on this map, it's definitely going to be some momentum for them, just because Loud Whine are just so strong on these fundamental Halo maps. They've been playing it for how long? They've been playing Aquarius Slayer for years now at this point. It's just going to be a tough team to overcome. So definitely shows a lot of class from Fear and company on Graphite to be able to create a new lead. 4 kills is the difference now, and what we thought was going to be Loud Whine coming back into this match with massive momentum is just now turning into just a great team performance from Graphite, as I see that Dragon Bandit and that HCS ring right there looking at P2. 2 enemies in red, take out the enemy in blue / green right there. Casual Abso with the 5 on the Bandit, trying to find Fear. Trying to get that perfect. I now see why they have the 5 on that Bandit. Makes a lot of sense. That's a good shout. But the score is 34, excuse me. 6 minutes left, and this is gonna be close as we get into squeaky bum time, as Delta will say.
Yeah, I don't think we have to worry too much right now as to this going to time, because you know it is beginning to count its way towards 50 rather quickly. 39 is going to be your scoreline for Graphite. They have a 4-point lead here, trying to maintain this. The shots are going to come through, but JoJo will shut down Raggedy Muffins. There's 40, and that's when, you know, you think you might slow things down a little bit. Barcode should get this OS. That's the first OS obtained by Graphite in this match so far, as they've lost the first 2. They're finally going to get another, and honestly, the game might not last long enough for another one to show up. So we're going to see how things go here, but that's going to be Raggedy Muffins going down as Barcode finds that. Looking to make it 2, or potentially more. He's looking for more victims, and I think just 8 a nade there. So there goes the rest of the OS. And nothing else doing here but a 6-point lead, and you know, Loud Whine's running out of time.
Yeah, I think it's just a great point that you said that OS is the first time it's being grabbed by Graphite, and yet they go 3 down. It's almost like the OS is kind of a curse on this map, specifically right now, just because it seems like whenever you're going for that OS, you're just giving a little too much for it, right? You're getting averaged in the and smacked in the back after you find a slay in utilizing the OS. Rasta Monkey with the rifleman, the headshot, and the perfect right there. 4 down for Graphite, 3 up for Loud Whine. Ooh, that kill difference is only 2 kills with about 4 minutes left, so this is going to be quite the finish right now. Hopefully Graphite can close this out, because it's going to sting if they can't, you know, get this W. Oh my lord, right there. It's just crazy exchanges in the yellow court right there. Raggedy Muffin trying to stay alive with teammate, looking at someone wearing blue. They gather up, and it's just everybody's together with the teammate. Look at this. Raggedy Muffin might get taken out by Fear, but Fear gets taken out by a teammate, and oh my lord, 48-49 right now, and just wow, 49-49 right there. This could be Loud Whine if they're able to get the slay in the yellow util, because Graphite are trapped right now, but it might not be enough, and oh my lord, 50-49 Graphite with the amazing.
Well, we love not having long wait times between matches due to EAC. It might actually be fixed. Actually, I can't say that, because now it's immediately going to be not be fixed in the next map, right? I should have kept my mouth shut. That's my bad. Yeah, my bad. Now there's going to be a big delay. There's going to be a big delay now going into map number 4. I apologize. That is all my fault. But we're back. Barcode is going to have the camo. It's King of the Hill on recharge. I guess one of the more recent combinations. Technically, King of the Hill is pretty old now, so I can't even like say that anymore, really. I know people, like, by the time, for those who are wondering, the new maps that did enter ranked are not going to be in the Halo Rec League map pool for the rest of this season. We entered playoffs. We weren't going to change the map pool going into playoffs after playing the whole season on the previous map pool. So you're not going to see any of Fortress or any of that in this current season. And by the time we get to the next season, we should, in theory, get a roadmap that will tell us what the actual HCS maps are. I can't really hold my breath on that, because chances are it'll be like January 31st. But there's hope. There's some hope.
Yeah, and right there, I do want to mention that I keep seeing someone in this lobby always with the PR, and I'm like, that's a Delta Arena grinder like me. That is tipping the cap off to the BR user in the current state of Halo Infinite. But right now, I did want to mention that. I didn't get to predict anything, but I was kind of looking forward to Loud Whine to be be a little more dominant in their objective play with this match. So seeing this first hill being captured for Graphite is a little shocking to me, and saying they're now in the lead for the series. Like, I know we're looking at micro scores, you know, saying that they took one map and now they're up one hill. It's okay. Okay, there's still a lot of Halo to be played, but Graphite taking on a very experienced squad in Loud Whine with a substitute. So 4 down for Loud Whine as I say that, and wow, Graphite having a hard time in that first map. They got stomped, I'll be honest, but they are now doing the stomping. Loud Whine needs to lock in here and just make sure that they're not getting averaged. I know our friend the Frenetic will always be saying, don't get averaged, don't get averaged, don't get averaged, and that's what I think is costing Loud Whine right now. It's just not milking their life that extra second or two that they need to just to be a support on the map, whether it be getting extra damage or getting that spawn anchored right there. I think that's what's causing Loud Whine to just have a little bit of a hard time taking Loud Whine. Taking on Loud Whine, excuse me.
Yep, and ragging him off, and we'll have that shock rifle in hand, so trying to make some use out of this, and is going to miss the shots on a Quafio, so Quafio will pick that one up, but they're also in the hill for the time being. As you're going to see, Jojo will get taken out inside the hill. It's going to go over to the side of Loud Whine right now. You can see Casual looking for that shock rifle, trying to make use of it. Is going to miss that shot. The player died anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Barcode is going to be the one basically running interference in the hill, but does get taken down. And that is going to give a few extra seconds here to Loud Whine as they make this push for hill number 2. Not sure if Graphite is really going to actually go for this, and I think they're going to choose to give this one up. They know that it's a little too far gone, and they're going to let it go. So we're going to be tied 1-1 as we head towards hill number 3. And players got to make a trek across the map over to the Whirlpool here, because Barcode's going to be the first player up, and he's got players coming from all directions.
Yeah, it seemed like Graphite were looking for the slays off that point being completed, but then they gave the enemy the spawn closest to the point, which is something that took me a while to frankly learn a lot in Halo play, frankly. It's just simple mistakes like that can just make you have to work so hard, harder than you need to actually work to get the map control. It's a good idea that I saw from Graphite, and now they're actually able to get a good solid chunk on this hill, so even if it didn't play out perfectly, the team's still committed, right? And that's Halo for you. And right now I'm just geeking out, being a little bit of a nerd, while Jojo was the last one up in Whirlpool, gets taken out, and Loud Whine now are gonna take map control, and Graphite right there could have gone a little bit more hill time if they were able to utilize those spawns after that last point being completed just a little bit better, but you know, it's not something I'm going to nitpick just now because that score is just so close.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping it close, and you're going to see 3 go down though for Loud Whine here, so Graphite has a window trying to take advantage of it, and you're going to have I'm Just Casual trying to do maximum damage, staying alive, is going to get he's going to pick up that shock rifle, and there's going to be a lot of targets in front, and just eats all the nades there, it looks like. This is going to go down. That's going to be a big kill. That's 3 dead again. It's just going to be Rasta here with this BR. There's a player up top in heaven, and he's going to end up going down here. As Trick and Fear the Quafio are both going to basically double team him here, so this is going to be points going the way of Graphite, trying to get even this hill out right now is P3. This is going to be a pretty big decider here, but here comes all the players from Loud Whine around this corner here. The nades are flying. Jay Rizzle's the first to fall, but is going to get traded back here. And Rasta is continuing to fight back. There's players everywhere. There's players on the point. There's players off the point. And at the end of the day, it's going to be Quafio and Barcode still alive here. It's going to be a 1v1 for this point, and it's going to be won out by Barcode. So that is going to be Graphite picking up this extra time. But that fight also lasted so long. The reinforcements are already here, and we go again.
Yeah, and that third point should be going in favor of Graphite, but there's just chaos across this map, and it does 2-1 right there. And it's just chaos throughout this entire map. I feel like everybody's just so in the heat of the moment. They're making a couple extra mistakes that they could easily not make. But at this level, you know, that's what we're signing up for. No disrespect. It's just, you know, we're not watching Lucid, you know, on the sticks and formal, you know, go at it. But I'm excited for next season watching that rivalry. But putting that aside, blue team touches the point on C plat. Casual being a pest with that Mando at control, trying to do some damage onto the enemy. Spots one out, doesn't really get anything, starts shooting Win, moves on to the point, and now is actually trying to get some nice damage. Gets the assist, and even though having a hard time finding the enemy, gets 2 assists right there. So that's 100 points. That's enough for 1 slay, you know. People say 2 wrongs don't make a right. Well, two assists sometimes do make a slay, in my opinion. And right there, the red team continue to score. Casual just not getting average. I love to see that alongside that Mando skin. So clean.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great skin there, and actually just gets bonked on the head, basically, and it gets taken down on the point. Honestly, this is... I know I talked about how much I hate, you know, like the points that are just grenade channels, but honestly, playing this map a little more with King of the Hill makes me really hate this new hill. Because if you're standing out there, because I'm a hill player, and I like playing on the hill, and you're just standing out in the open, it's just like you're holding a giant indicator over your head, like a glowing neon sign that's just like, shoot me. Because I'm standing here with no cover, and I'm an open target, and for the life of me, it drives me nuts.
Yeah, and here I'm always in matchmaking, right? Complexion told me to turn on my mic, so I started turning on my mic during matchmaking. Right there, as Jay Rizzle gets a slay onto a back hydro. Look for your friendly spawns to be anchored in either long haul or a hydro. If the enemy's spawning in elevator or at that A area, it's gonna be super hard for them to run across the map in control or even batteries without getting.
Casual's the player right beside you. Casual, turn around. Nope.
So thank you, thank you for that, and that's just something that it really helped me just dominate in my lower tier lobbies, right? Is just yelling at my teammates and saying, let's anchor the spawns before you run out and get the slays. That's really how King of the Hill is played here.
Yeah, I mean, you can say, you look at the time taken away here, and it is going to go in the favor of Loud Whine. They're going to even up the score 2 apiece. That hill was so close, and yet not able to close things out. There was Graphite, so it's going to be tied up here. And you can see Rasta looking up top. It's going to be, you know, all the nades available to chuck in towards this point. As JoJo's going to retreat inside of Whirlpool, and the double chow comes out, and they're going to be able to pick that up. So the Overwatch here providing some additional cover as well. As Raggedy Muffin, next challenger up, is going to go 1-for-1 there with JoJo. So that hill is going to remain a little bit empty right now, but Graphite with all that early time. And we're going to see where the next player is going to go. It's going to be Barcode. Big nade there. J-Rizzle brought pretty low. And it's just free time right now for Graphite, right? Like, Loud Whine is struggling to get anywhere near this hill right now.
Yeah, it's just those spawns. It's when you're spawning in A, it's just so hard right here when you're playing against an experienced team. And right there, the team in blue saw that they flip spawns. 3 down for Loud Whine. Where did Raggedy Muffin even come up in? Top gold. That is such a tough location, especially for this point right now. And JoJo gets the shock rifle and the melee, and then we see another slay from Jay Rizzle right there. So everybody is still going at it in this map. I know I'm giving praise to both teams here, and it's well earned right now. A 2-3 King of the Hill on recharge, like we're seeing right now. I know that they're in this lobby just sweating. I know we saw a couple mistakes from everybody, but in the heat of the moment, in the passion pit, it's tough to not make these mistakes. So really looking forward to seeing how this ends. Jay Rizzle in this point, trying to get damage, help their teammate in Whirlpool, gets the reversal at bottom white, and continues to work that L2 battery point. Switches to L1 right there. That's my favorite little corner in the map of all of recharge. That is such good time being earned right there by Jay Rizzle. Eventually gets taken out top white. Rasta Monkey tries to come in with that BR. Chef's kiss. I love that BR, but gets taken out.
And we're going to see there, it's going to be JoJo up top. I mean, the slaying count, you just look at how heavy it favors Graphite right now. And for the map to be this close, considering what we're seeing in the score lines right now, it's a little bit crazy. I won't lie. I mean, you definitely expect Graphite to be blowing them out of the water in this one, but no, they're in the process of going to a hill number 7 here, as Rasta is going to be all holed up on there with Raggedy Muffin. They're just going to be entrenched right now on that hill, and they're going to cap it. So that's going to be hill number 3 apiece for both sides. Double kill to Jay Rizzle here, as it's all the marbles on one more hill. It's the grenade channel, it's the tube, and this went the way of Loud Whine last time in pretty convincing fashion. So if you're Graphite, you can't give it up this time, right? Last time they're like, okay, we'll just sacrifice the last little bit. We're okay giving up. You can't do that this time because that will cost you the map. Coffee is going to be the one player on, going to be absolutely just double shout here. No chance there, but one player left on each side as the chaos is beginning to reign, and it's going to be Graphite first points in the hill.
This is just wild, and this is why I really love I really like these lower divisions. I have respect for our higher divisions, but just these lower divisions in HRL really just give space to people with a lot of passion, right? These aren't HCS pros, these aren't Onyxes, these are just kids with that have passion for Halo. No, kids. So these are.
Dude, half these guys have kids, man. You can't even call them kids. Half of them have kids.
Yeah, massive time being earned by Graphite, and yeah, you're right. I can't even call them kids right now. It's just a war of attrition right now by very experienced Halo players. A nice triple kill by Jay Rizzle, 3 down by Graphite right there. That camo is being utilized by someone in red, and this should be their foothold. This might be their final opportunity to not go down 2-1 in this series to a very good Graphite team.
Yeah, I mean, that very Raggedy is going to be forced out by that plasma and will go down here. But right now, Graphite inching ever so closer right now. They only have 2 players left, though, and the players in the hill are going to drop. It's just going to be Quafio trying to run some interference, try to delay a little bit here onto this point, as trying to just, you know, wait for the reinforcements, get some time in. Everybody's going to be up, and this is about to explode here as the players start dropping down towards the hill. You can see the shots coming in. It's going to be Jay Rizzle finds 1, 2, 3 go down from Graphite. And that is going to be massive because now the time is ticking the way of Loud Whine. Graphite is going to have 1 player in. It's going to be Trinky Dink trying to stay alive in the hill and is not going to succeed in doing so. And that might cost him the map here unless Jojo can do something, gets in, goes down. It's all on Quafio now. And it's not going to make it to the hill in time. And that is going to be 4-3. The comeback from Loud Whine is going to secure them.
So I'd be intrigued, to say the least, if I see them grab this shotgun. So definitely something to just think about. I do believe with the experience both players have, they would kind of say, hey, let's utilize the GAs, let's not utilize the GAs with you know, Fear, Barcode, and Jay Rizzle and Casual. All respect to everybody else, but these are just the players that I really recognize, and then I have confidence that would kind of be in tune with this lingo. So right there, that Stalker is grabbed. The AR was grabbed too. Oh my lord! And if that shotgun's not touched, it's gonna be a weird GA. But I'm here for it. We're here to have a good time. Doesn't matter if you're using a weapon or not. At the end of the day, it's still a competitive game. A little bit cheese, but we'll get through it together. Jay Rizzle with a nice slay and the trade. Barcode too right there as Blue starts touching that point maybe a little too quickly, but if they have the setup, they're going for it. 4 members of Red are trying to push through driveway, which could be a death sentence for them. This could go south very quickly, but they find the first pick, find the second pick, and then get taken out. So it's a 3v2 in favor of Loud Whine right there. Casual stops that ball being grabbed, and now Graphite, yeah, what I thought was going to be an unfortunate situation for Loud Whine, they just flip it, shut me up, and say, pass the mic to Shio.
I mean, yeah, we have 16 seconds of ball time here right now. Like, it's now climbing up finally. Someone is picking up that ball, but no one was touching it. We're supposed to preserve that for recharge, okay? Slayer, like, it's Slayer oddball recharge is what's supposed to happen, not on streets. But somehow, that did end up happening here. Casual's going to throw the ball out, though, because all 4 of his teammates just went down. Everybody is dead on the side of Loud Whine. This is going to give some free ball time over to Graphite, especially as these players are trying to be in good cutoff positions. Great nade out of Jojo here. These players are all just grouped up in mid. They're just getting massacred right now, as 3 are going to go dead once again, potentially 4 here, as there goes Casual. And that's going to be another free, you know, 20 seconds, 25 seconds-ish right now, because Loud Whine spawning on the other side of the map as they just got eviscerated on their way to the ball.
Yeah, and I do want to mention that because of the delay, I was a little worried about the pace of the series, right? I was a little worried that if we have to do another series, or if you have to do another series, what's going to be that timing? But right now, I'm looking at the clock and I'm saying, what's the pace of play we're actually, like, looking at right now? This is an insane pace of play for the skill lobby right now. Like, these players are, like, sweating their bums off right there as 3 down, 4 Loud Whine, but Rasta Monkey continues to grab that oddball, trying to work it out of C. They realize it's a death trap, trying to take it to that back A hold where I think they're going to have a lot of success if they're able to set up quickly, but Fear gets the slay onto J Rizzle. Raggedy Muffin takes out Barcode off screen, and Rasta Monkey continues to hold that ball in. That's a nice move, but look for Blue to just be ready off the spawns from those first slays that Loud Whine were able to get off that rotation.
I mean, you can see that ball is going to be rotated here. As you can see, Tricky trying to get this cut off here and is going to come up on this flank, and the players are going to get these kills. He's going to get shot in the back here as Raggedy looking to try to hunt that player down, but instead there's going to be 2 players there from Graphite. Thought he spotted one up there on the balcony, nobody home. Kind of the self-made as well. The pressure's getting to people maybe here as Graphite is going to run that ball all the way back towards PD. You can see the cutoffs here are going to be available. First point of contact will be Barcode, trying to find one on towards Rasta. Rasta's going to get away, and Casual will take out Quaffio. So Jojo's going to go down. The PD push and hold is going to get blown to bits here. And now it's going to be Loud Whine holding on to this. They're going to pass the ball off to Rasta right now. Let Raggedy Muffin run around and be free, as he's going to go for this push in towards mid, looking for a potential target to work with. But you can see Loud Whine is catching up here. Only a couple more points. The Melees are coming through. I don't know what's... Somehow... How is he alive?
the people's elbow right there. The people's elbow. That's what it was right there. 3 down for Graphite. Oh my lord. 2v1 on the map as everybody starts to respawn right there. 61 seconds tick for the team in red. And just wow, just one ball rotation is why they're having so much success here. And like I keep mentioning, it's just a crazy pace to this lobby as Jojo grabs that shotgun. No GAs, chat. This is no GAs right now. People just didn't like that heat wave on Aquarius, I guess. That's a little wild to me, but play on. Barcode grabs the Mando, gets the slay onto Raggedy Muffin with a nice headshot off screen. And right now, everybody just trying to get settled, get a couple slays because no one wants to desperate the ball. 3 down for Loud Whine out of nowhere. Oh my lord! And now Graphite should be able to hit 80 seconds with the 360 from Jojo the Dawn. 7. Let's go, Dawn. Right there. And 2 members of Red in tires trying to play, but now they're desperating. They know that they're having a hard time bringing this back. And oh my lord, Graphite. I do have to say, because I've been giving Loud Whine so much flowers, this is a classy performance by Graphite. Win or lose, this is classy by Graphite, and I would use the word experienced to describe Loud Whine a little bit more here. An experienced performance versus a classy performance. Chat, fill in the blanks where you will, but classy just comes to mind when I see Graphite and just their ability to still be in contention. And Raggedy Muffin now grabbing the ball. Like I say, every time I give someone praises, someone comes in and just shuts me up. It's that type of lobby, and love to see it from these amazing players in HRL.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's going to be 80-80. It's going to be absolutely deadlocked, and this is only round 1 right now. Quaffio is going to get shot from behind. Double kill for J Rizzle, but no one is going to be on that ball right now. The player that was over there did get shut down. Jojo the Dawn's going to be the only one up, is going to be behind enemy lines, and is going to be spotted out. So that is going to be the camo down and out. Rasta's going to grab the ball and run away with it back to the safety of the team. Loud Whine only needs 20 more seconds here to be able to get this round over and done with right now. You can see Jojo trying to push through mid, is going to get some shots into Raggedy Muffin. Not able to find that kill. It's going to be Rasta running around the back. Traded 1 for 1 in the back. And that is going to be round number 1 going the way of Loud Whine. A huge comeback really there coming out of the side of Loud Whine as they're going to go up 1-0. And Graphite, your season is now on the line with this, as we're getting ready to go into round number 2. And it's going to be all on this.
Oh, it's been so long since I've heard that. Your season is now on the line. Oh, that's when you know the stakes are real in the Halo Rec League. Amazing series we're watching right now. And just respect to everybody in this lobby, win or lose right there. 3 down for Loud Whine off the rip. Graphite are coming into this round with momentum. So if they grab this ball, it should be a recipe for success. Barcode gets away after taking just a little bit of damage. Fear gets a slay onto C-steps, gets another slay, I believe, unless I'm crazy. Should have gone that slay. And Rasta Monkey with that SSG skin continuing to milk their life, trying to get that camo. Somehow Jojo avoids a Rasta Monkey, gets away without popping that camo and dropping Rasta Monkey with the help of teammate at B stairs. Excuse me. No one wants to be the the boy underneath the stairs. You know, Harry Potter. I'm trying to make a joke. It's not landing, chat. We'll move on right there. Just wild sequences from everybody in this lobby.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to just be 2 dead there for Graphite. And again, you know, no real ball time early. It's, you know, a good amount of time goes off the clock before anyone really picks this one up. You know, Graphite, you're playing for your lives here. And that's going to be a big win there from Jay Rizzle inside of Tires. So, again, you know, they're trying to get these cutoffs. They're doing a really good job of just lining up across the map. As you can see, Rasta just all the way in the back, not afraid to drop that ball to take the fight either. Quafio, though, finds one. Tricky will go down. Quafio gets traded out. It's just going to be Barcode and Jojo trying to press in on towards the ball in the back, but the reinforcements are going to be there. As Jay Rizzle gets one, gets traded out with the flying nade coming in. As Raggedy looking to pick up mid. That camo, you know, I also have to keep an eye on that power-up coming in because the first one did kind of go to waste. Got immediately killed on popping. But this is a solid defense right now from Loud Whine.
Yeah, it just feels like they found their recipe to success with back A, right? In chumps, I always like to say, or in these lower leagues, I know this isn't chumps, but it's still it's not our top 2 leagues. I always say a setup will take you so far. Simple Halo will take you so far, and that's what they're doing. Graphite may be a little disorganized off their spawns, not and having a hard time going against casuals, camo, and shotgun. Still able to do that damage as we just saw. Still in contention here, even though the score is 53 with Graphite's tournament lives on the line, playing with the sub. It is just barrier on barrier on barrier to overcome, but they're still here fighting, giving us an amazing series. So look for them to utilize a back A setup, a little bit of a couple notes from that Loud Whine playbook, and maybe they can flip the script on the head here. It's starting to look a little bit scary for that team in blue, but as they work that ball through PD, hope comes up. But it's tough business when you see Barcode drop it. At least Fear was able to get a slay off screen, and Fear again gets a nice slay in that PD. 17 seconds for the team in blue to red team's 50.
Yep, I mean, it's going to be, you know, a long way back into this game by Graphite, but you got to lock it in and work on just chipping away at this lead. Time right now is not really a factor just yet. It may be something that they think about later on, but right now they don't have to worry too much. You got to worry more about preventing Loud Whine from reaching 100 points here, as Rasta's going to find 2 headshots, takes out 2 players here, and that's just going to leave Barcode and Quafio, the last 2 players up, trying to advance on towards this player that's now moving back A. You can see the bunny hopping away with the ball. The indicator is just flying over there, headed towards the back, but they're up to 70 points and counting right now. Only 30 more seconds is needed by Loud Whine to close out the series, to close out Graphite in this series here. And honestly,
right,
like, Loud Whine, it was your #1 seed in this playoffs. They had the best record out of the regular season in the double round robin. So unfortunately, Graphite, you know, running into a very tough opponent here. As, you know, Loud Whine, maybe a little unexpected to lose that opening game, but, you know, their 1 life is spent, and now you got to make it count. And right now, Loud Whine is doing a good job of that, but 73-18 is your score, and that is a long way back now for Graphite as they pick up the ball.
Yeah, but this might be the hold to do it. Jojo gets to slay a double kill right there. If any Graphite fans want to let that double kill emote from LVT pop out in chat, let it be known. But right there, 30 seconds being gained right there. You need at least 2 more slays right now, and with Rasta Monkey able to get 2 nice kills onto the team in blue before getting taken out, it's gonna be now a just steep mountain for Graphite. But they're the last ones on the map. Barcode was the last one on the map. They were probably yelling, "Yo, you're the last one. Grab that ball, grab that ball, grab that ball." They probably didn't even realize that everybody else was on the map except Barcode 55, not to be confused with the Australian Barcode. Maybe he is Australian, I don't know, maybe he's from New Zealand, but right there it's Raggedy Muffin getting taken out, 4 down again! Oh my lord!
Well, that was, I blew it. I opened my mouth when I wasn't supposed to open my mouth. And here we go, because Graphite just took the lead. They just brought it back all the way. It was 60 points down, and they bring this back all the way. Loud Whine has just not been able to break into the base so far. They've been trying to get through the front door, and they can't. Actually, right as I say that, they do succeed in doing so, as Tricky will go down. That's 4 dead. This is going to be Loud Whine retaking the lead here, and this is going to be possibly the last chance Graphite is going to have here. As JoJo's going to be working around the side ramp, though, and will get dropped. Tricky, Barcode, and Quaffio, you got to make it count. You got to make it count right now. They're trying to get in. Barcode's going to get through the door on towards the ball. Is going to, I mean, Casual's going to try and just launch it outside, and Casual actually somehow stays alive here, but the ball is going to be down. 4 seconds is all Loud Whine needs here.
Right there, that ball in bottom mid. It feels like one more touch right there. Rasta Monkey Jr. taking the dub in the series for Loud Whine. Respect, Graphite. Respect. Like, there's nothing but respect.